How to speak with authority in meetings without sounding aggressive. Have you ever left a meeting thinking, I knew exactly what needed to be said? Why couldn't I say confidently? Was I too direct? Did I sound rude? Will they think I'm difficult? Many capable professionals struggle with this, but not aggressive. So they move between the two extremes. They either stay silent or they wait until they are absolutely frustrated and then they speak more sharply. That's where they sound more aggressive instead of authoritative. But authority and aggression are not the same. Aggression says that I need to be overpowering, but authority says I trust myself enough to speak clearly. In this video, we will share simple three-step framework that will help you speak with authority in meeting without sounding aggressive. Hi everyone, I'm Sapna Menon, an image coach, and I help professionals build their image inside out. And in this channel, we don't just talk about professional tips. We help you change your self-image so that the respect and value and authority comes to you naturally to transform who you are into that version of yourself who gets results effortlessly. Let me explain this to you through one of my clients' story. Maya was a highly capable professional. Her manager trusted her, her colleagues depended on her. Whenever a project became complicated, Maya was usually the go-to person to find solution. But something changed in the meetings, especially when senior leaders were present. Her shoulder would just tighten. Her voice becomes softer. Her ideas felt less confident. Sometimes it's maybe we could possibly consider. And Maya believed she was being polite, but others felt her expression was unsure. During an important project meeting, the team proposed a deadline Maya knew was unrealistic. Two approvals were pending. The testings were incomplete, and the team was already working on full capacity. Maya knew that the project was going to fail. If nobody raised the concern, this was a major failure. This time she decided, I'm going to be assertive. The plan has not been thought through properly. We cannot work like this. The room became silent. Her concern was valid, but her words made her project as if she was feeling attacked. Her leader replied simply, we need solutions, Maya, not negativity. After the meeting, Maya felt confused. When she spoke softly, people ignored her. But when she spoke strongly, people called her aggressive. She asked herself, what should I do? How do I speak with authority without sounding rude? The answer is very simple, clear, and constructive. This is where the 3C authoritative framework works. The first step is be calm. Authority begins before you speak. So when you feel frustrated, your emotional energy is at an extreme. Your conversation gets faster. Your tone becomes sharper. And even a valid point can sound like an attack. Before speaking, just pause for 2 seconds. Take a breath and ask yourself, what result do I want from this conversation? Do you want to prove that someone is wrong? Or do you want your team to get a better decision? Instead of saying the deadlines make no sense here, say that I see a risk in the proposal. The concern remains strong, but the energy becomes calmer. Calm does not mean weak. It means your emotions are not controlling your message. Before you speak in the meeting, remind yourself I'm not here to react. I am here to contribute. The second C is clarity. Be very clear. Many professionals lose authority because they take too long to reach their main point. They explain the history, then the background, and every possible concern. And finally, they reveal what they actually recommended. Instead, use this simple structure. My concern is da da da. The reason is so and so, and my recommendation is so and so. My concern is that the current timeline may affect the quality of the delivery. Two critical approvals are still pending. My recommendation is to extend the deadlines by 5 working days. This is clear, direct, professional. You do not need to begin with maybe I'm wrong, this may be a silly idea, sorry, I have something to add. These phrases Just weaken your message before even anyone has heard it. So instead of the maybe and sorry, just say that I recommend that we review the timeline. Clear communication is not aggression. You can be direct and still be respectful. Let's come to the third C, that's constructive. The biggest mistake Maya made was identifying the problem without giving the room. But what should the team do instead? Extend the deadline, reduce the scope, add resources. When you only point out what is wrong, people may experience you as a negative person. So when you offer a practical next step, people experience you as a leader. Instead of saying, this will not work, say, I see a risk in the proposed deadline. My recommendation is to extend it with 5 days to reduce the scope on the first phase. Constructive authority follows one simple pattern: name the concern, explain the impact, offer the next step. Strategic leaders do not simply identify problem; they give the room what is the next step. So Maya's next meeting, a few weeks later, Maya attended another project meeting. Once again, an unrealistic deadline was proposed. Maya could feel the familiar tension in her body. But this time she just paused. She remained calm, clear, and constructive. Then she said, I see the risk in the proposal timelines. Two critical stages are still incomplete, and moving forward could affect the final quality. The project leader always asked, why can't the team simply work faster? Maya did not become defensive here. I understand the urgency. The issue is not about the team's speed, it is the waiting of the client approval and technical tests. This is where she pointed out what is the challenges. And this time the room listened, not because she was dominating. They listened because she was calm, her point was clear, and her recommendation was constructive. This timeline is impossible. I would like to conclude this with just simple words. Speaking with authority does not mean becoming louder, it means becoming more grounded. You do not need to dominate the room. You need to trust yourself enough to contribute to the room. So remember the 3C authority frame. Stay calm, be clear, and be constructive. Before your next meeting, remind yourself, I do not need to make myself smaller to sound respectful, nor do I need to make someone else smaller to sound powerful. True executive presence is not created by the volume of your voice, it is created by the steadiness in your presence. Which of these 3Cs do you need to practice most? Is it calm? Is it being clear? Or is it being constructive? Share your answers in the comment and don't forget to subscribe.